Hello whiskey lovers, and welcome to another one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings. Today, Tomintoul. It's actually a fairly young distillery in the Highlands because it's only been founded in 1964. But it's starting to work to put itself on the map again, because normally they produce primarily for the blends of Whyte Mackay. But recently they also started bottling as single malts and been working to put the distillery back on the map. Now, I was recently part of an online tasting, and this Tomintoul 16 years old was actually part of the lineup. And now, without being absolutely great, I did find it rather lovely. It charmed me, and I felt it was, even though it's 16 years old, I felt it was quite a charming entry-level malt, let me put it that way. So I thought I would discuss this with you as well, because it is obviously easily available, and so you too might be able to give this one a try. The Tomintoul 16 years old is primarily bourbon cask matured, but there's also a tiny wee bit of Tomintoul sherry cask matured in the mix. And this is bottled at 40% ABV. It's got a bright golden color on the nose. It's a soft nose, I'll be honest. It's quite soft and very inviting, very easy going, it's what we call a card player's whiskey. I get primarily some white fruit, some Granny Smith apples. You also get some grain cookies maybe. Again, it's very easy going, I'll be honest. Some sniffing tobacco, a tiny wee bit of herbs in there, but also some coconut, some vanilla, some applesauce. It's good, but like I said, not overly demanding. A card player's whiskey on the palate. The body is quite light. It's almost watery, in fact, to be honest with you. But in addition to the apples that I got from the nose, I now also get some walnuts and frosties and pear syrup. Vanilla appears again, but also some cherries, in fact, and that makes it quite lovely and accessible malt indeed. And look at all these wonderful people taking a walk in the park. Cheers, cheers, cheers. That's what you get when you film in a public park, right? But no worries, I don't mind. Then there's also something mineral in there, like pebbles, let me put it that way. But feel free to turn that into, chalk. And finally, I get a soft pepper that provides a little bit of warmth, but it is actually quite soft, quite accessible. Again, a card player's whiskey, but completely flawless. There you have it. Okay, on the finish then. Now in the finish, which is rather short, I do get a hint of fennel and some sweet chestnuts in there, but not much else. So like I said, it is it is affordable, but very accessible, easy to come by, and I do find this Tomintoul 16 years old actually to be their entry-level malt. So don't go to anything younger or no age statement. It is, to be honest, not really worth your while. But this 16 years old, affordable, available, and you wouldn't mind if at the end of the day your bottle is empty when you've been playing cards with your pals, and the bottle, it drinks itself basically. So a beautiful single malt for a beautiful day with friends. And that's all for this Whiskey Rambling, and I hope to see you at one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings real soon. And until then, may the malt be with you. Bye-bye.